Let's see the next question in this exercise, question 315. Half the perimeter of a rectangular garden whose length is 4 meters more than its width is 36 meters. Find the dimensions of the garden. Now, you can say that this problem can be easily solved with just solving polynomials. However, we are currently in the chapter of graphical method. So we are supposed to draw graph of two separate linear equations, and the point of intersection will be our final answer. Let's see what I mean. Let's assume that we have a rectangle, and let's assume that its width is x. So according to the given information, the length, which is y, let's assume, 4 more than width. So here we have y is x plus 4. So let's mark these numbers. We have one linear equation here in terms of x and y. This is sufficient to plot a graph of a straight line. Let's make a table of a couple of points. We need minimum 2 points to accurately plot a straight line. If you have 3, that will be even better. But let's see that this is a simplified equation. So I'm going to create a table of x and y coordinates. You can give different values of x. I prefer 0, then you'll get 4. And then let's assume that we have taken 10. Now you can give 1 also. That's absolutely fine. The reason why I have taken 10 is eventually in the second equation, we are dealing with numbers up to 36. So it would be a better idea to get x value slightly higher. Then y will come out to be 10 plus 4. We also need one more equation. Now there is one more equation given. Half the perimeter of that rectangle is 36. So if the width is x and length is y, half perimeter is just x plus y. Remember, full perimeter is twice of x plus twice of y. Half perimeter is just x plus y. That has been given as 36. So this again is a linear equation. We will plot that using graph paper, and we will express y as a function of x. Let's create another table for this particular equation. Let's create x and y values. X value I will take it as 0, and y value comes out to be 36. Let's take x value as 36, then y value will come out to be 0. That way, this point will be on y-axis, and this point will be purely on x-axis. Let's see how we can plot them. Let's say this is the grid paper. Now, I have used the grid paper offered by the software itself. In real life, whatever paper you have may not have these squares, these many squares. So you have to select your scale appropriately. Let's draw horizontal x-axis and y-axis. And let's assume that now here I had around 18 squares, slightly more than 18 squares. And I wanted to go all the way till 36. So I selected 1 square is equal to 2 units. In your case, you might have to go for 1 square equal to 4 units. It depends upon how many centimeters or major grid lines you have along x-axis and y-axis. For me, right now, in this case, 1 centimeter or 1 square is equal to 2 units works fine. I want to plot 0, 4. First coordinate is x, 0. That means I don't have to travel anything along x-axis. I have to travel 4 along y-axis. But remember, 1 square is like 2 units. So I have to go only 2 squares to represent a distance of 4 units. So this will be my point. This point will be purely on y-axis, and that would be 0, 4. Let's plot one more point, 10, 14. And these 2 points, let's join a straight line. If you have third point, the third point will help you to make sure that these 2 points are correct. These 3 points, in case if you have 3 points, they should come on a single straight line. Let's go to the second line. It's 0, 36. So I will go 18 squares, half of 36, along y-axis, and 0 x-axis. That means I don't have to move anything along x-axis. Then this point is along x-axis, 36 units, which is 18 square in my case. And now I will be joining second straight line. The point of intersection is our answer. So if you count, that comes out to be 16, 20. So our final answer is x 16 and y 20. So dimensions of the garden is 16, 20. Width we had assumed as x, so that's 16. Length we had assumed as y, which is 4 more than the width, which came out to be 20, which is correct because 16 plus 4 is 20. So your final answer will be, the dimensions of the garden will be 16 is the width and 20 as the length.